Everybody sit down. Your favorite YouTuber just dropped a video.
You know what's your problem? Your problem is that you really want to be a white girl.
Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, being here, watching, sharing your time with me. Thank you for being a part of my dream and my journey. Be the best you. There's only one you here on earth, so love yourself, be yourself, love everybody else. Fuck it. First and foremost, I just want to say, like, Rod Wave really is the GOAT. Like, he just like me for real. Like, that man really is the GOAT. That really is one of my, literally my favorite artists. Like, I was going back and forth, or like my top artist was like Rod Wave / 2Z 2 times, but then when 2Z dropped the 2 times, it was gave him more Rod Wave, and now it's definitely just Rod Wave. But 2Z, his last albums like aren't that bad. Like, I can still sit down and listen to him, you know what I'm saying? Rule number 1, never give a girl your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can still sit there and rule number 2, y'all can just play your part, because when it's time, you gonna make it. Rule number 3, the most important. If you listen, I think it's best that you record this. Put God first, and then you leave your house guy, your rod first. Like, I can still go toe to toe with Doozy, okay? But it's definitely Rod Wave. But yeah, let's get into our Virgo. I finally watched the whole thing. I did watch it like when it first came out, but y'all, you know what's crazy is, like, when you're mentally ill, your brain is filled with so much things that, like, the things that you do in life, you don't even remember them. Because when I was mentally ill and I was just going through so much and just so much was on my mind and stuff like that, like, I would watch these shows and rewatching them now, I'm like, I don't even remember that shit happened. It's kind of scary to think about, but thank God that our brains are literally God, can rewire, can change, can heal. Thank God. So yes, I rewatched it, or I watched it, and so yeah, I absolutely loved it. I wonder if there's gonna be a season 2. I loved it. I think it was a great take on, is this off? Now what if that wasn't off and I did that shit? I just wanted to make sure, but yeah. Oh, well, it's plugged out. Okay, anyways, yeah, I love the take on, like, the giants, because if you guys didn't know, giants were very much real, and honestly still are real. It's just we have a veil, like a spiritual veil, so some people can see them because their veil and their, like, awareness and everything, they can see things, so they can actually see giants and stuff like that. But giants are very much real. I don't know if you guys heard, like, certain mountains and rocks and stuff in the ocean and all that stuff is literally giants. But, like, I think there's a story in the Bible about God, like, casted them and put them as the rocks or something like that. But there's plenty of mountains that look like people, so giants are very much real. And it was cool to, like, see that, especially the part where they had that book about giants being killed and tested on and all that stuff, because that was, like, really important as to why they were protecting him so much. And once again, I honestly don't blame them. I honestly don't blame the black community at all for trying to protect our kids. I just want us now to kind of, like, get out of that, like, protect us / help us thrive, you know, like. But I feel like that's what his parents did too. Like, they was like, oh, well, we saw this day was gonna come, you was gonna have to fight, so here you go. And then it was funny because, like, the weapons and stuff wasn't even that good and all that stuff. And I absolutely love Brett in that show. I feel like he showed, well, I only know him as Jamal and on my block, and I think he's been in a movie. But yeah, he was absolutely hilarious in that show. So yeah, that was nice to see. And it was nice to see the activism and everything, you know, it, like, tied, like, real world things with the giants, with the, like, that superhero, the white dude, ugly as and and then it, even the part where the friend had died, which was so sad. I was like, fuck, I was hoping he would make it. But even that part where the friend had died, that was true too, because he didn't have insurance, so he had to go, like, to a whole other hospital, like, which like Americans, we're privileged for sure, but like some stuff really don't. It's like anyways, but that was still, you know, like that's people's real life, especially right now, because aren't they cutting insurance and shit like that, or Donald Trump is trying to. So yeah, but I love that show. I'm also watching, or that show was good. I would give it though like an 8. If a season 2 came out, would I watch it again? Yes. And Gerald Jerome did a great job too. I wonder how they like did it, like how they built like the house and everything. Like, was he in a regular house and then they shrunk his parents, or you know, the other people? How did they make him like so big? Is it AI? Is it CGI? Y'all know me, I always want to get into the behind the scenes shit. So yeah. And then I loved how the girl, what was her name? I don't remember, but I feel like that was a great take on ADHD, right? Or to me, it was a take on ADHD, because people with ADHD, they cannot sit the fuck down, and their brain goes like. And I feel like that was a great representation. Like when I first saw her do at the Bing Bang Bop Boop Burger, and she was over there doing that shit, I'm like, damn, she's like a superhero too. And I love how they made it in a sense that she is a form of a superhero, even though she moves so fast, and to the viewer she has ADHD. They ate that up. So but yeah, and it showed like literally how, I guess I don't have ADHD. I know some people that do, and their minds definitely go miles a minute. So I loved how it literally showed that physically, where she was just moving so fast, and she was like, for her to speak to people and stuff, she has to consciously like make time go slow or something, or consciously go slow herself, something like that. But I love that. It was a great take on it, and I feel like maybe, I don't know if anybody has ADHD, excuse me, maybe you can share if that was like a good point of view for ADHD. So yeah, I feel like it just showed a point of view, and that was pretty cool to see. So yeah, but I started watching Greenleaf, y'all. I remember my grandmama, she used to tell me, or she used to ask me years ago, like, do you watch Greenleaf? Do you watch Greenleaf? I'm just like, no, I don't watch that shit, because, and the reason why I didn't watch it was because it was about the church. And at the time, I'm not gonna say I had beef with the church, I had beef with God. Like, no. I was just, you know, figuring out things that I enjoy, or things that I believed in, which is that we're God. There ain't no man in the sky. Don't get offended. It's just my belief. So, but at the time, yeah, I was like, I'm not watching that like church. Like, I already know how this is gonna go, because you know, church within the Black community is very, it's not, it don't give genuinity. It don't give authenticity. You know, it doesn't give that. And me, you know, I know so much about Black history stuff. I know like how churches was, and how masters wanted us to read the Bible so they could kind of control us and all that stuff. So I was just like, I don't really care to like watch no church shows. But I got bored. There's 5 seasons, easily bingeable, right? So I'm like, okay, let me watch it. And yeah, it honestly was everything I expected. But I love Gigi. If she was to ever, I love Gigi and Charity, honestly. Then I love Sophia and Nova, that's her name, right? The other daughter, her cousin. Like, I love those characters, especially Gigi. I feel like she's more so authentic. She's more so like honest, vulnerable, real, while everybody else in the family is kind of fake. They in it for the money. And then on top of that, how do people be owning churches and it gives TD Jakes? Like, how do people, what TD Jakes was with Diddy? Because how the fuck do you own a church or whatever, and you make all that money to buy mansions, do all different types of construction, But yeah, so I love those characters, and of course the little baby and everything. But yeah, that show was messy as fuck. Who don't love a messy show? I mean, it ain't that damn messy, but you know, it's like you have the group of people who want to do the right thing, then you have the group of people who turn their eyes and don't really care, and if it's not about them, like, oh, whatever, like, oh, please just move on, just you know, like they're kind of blinded, literally. So, and I feel like that's literally how the Black community is, like, maybe not so much anymore, and I feel like, well, I mean, me, the people I talk to, I feel like we're moving better. But you know, back then they definitely was doing that, like covering up for child molesters, not believing the women, you know, saying amen everything and praise God and all that stuff. Then you sit here and judge people even though you sin too. Like Carissa, oh my gosh, she get on my nerves. Like at first it was just like whatever, like you the wife, like you just want what's best for your husband. But then she started getting on my nerves when she was talking about sin. Baby, your man was cheating on you with a white woman. Double homicide. Ugh. But you so busy talking about somebody else's sin. You sleeping with this. Anyways. And it's so funny because you really don't know. And your daughter has sex. You know, the whole sex before marriage thing. Like. But you so busy talking about everybody else's sin. She just a hater. She just a hater. Like, I get it, girl. Go for your man. Like, woo, 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 ha, ha, hurrah, my man. Like, but at the same time, girl, get the fuck. So yeah, as always though, let me know any other shows to watch. So yeah, but how are you guys doing? I want to end this off with a positive celebration, I guess, because this was on my mind earlier this morning. And it was like to celebrate yourself. So I just want to say, ask, how are you guys doing? I hope everything is okay mentally, emotionally, physically. I hope that you guys every day are working to be better and new, and no matter what, you're not giving up, you know. But within that, especially somebody like me, I'm so self-growth driven. Like, it's not in a toxic way. It's just I wake up in the morning like I just want to be better, you know, and I just want to continue to love, and I just want to be better. I want to be happy, you know, and every day I just wake up making that for myself. Every day I wake up asking myself what I want, and I just continue being on that path. But even being somebody like that, like sometimes, or it is easy to get wrapped up in like being hard on yourself, or being like am I doing enough, like da da da. And of course that comes with programming as well from when we were kids and stuff like that. But even throughout all that, it's super important to celebrate ourselves, because we're here every day, you know, we're existing, we're up. No matter what anybody's doing, you know, we can never sit here and compare ourselves to each other with who's doing this amount of work and who's doing that amount of work. Never sit there and compare yourself about, are you doing enough or this and that. Like, just celebrate yourself and be like, I'm fucking doing, like, it don't matter, I'm doing it. And your 100% could look different from my 100%, and their 100%, and his 100%. So it's like, celebrate yourself and love yourself even when you're tired, and even when, I don't know, maybe things are not looking how you may want it to, I guess, or not how you want it to. But you know, like, we're humans, like so many questions just go through our minds, and it's like we want to see the future, and we want to know, and we want to da da da. But it's like, all you can continue doing every day is being present, and continue writing your story, continue living your story, and continue dreaming and working towards that dream, you know. So celebrate yourself, celebrate your consistency, celebrate your love, celebrate you being a person, you know, and be proud of yourself. Like, that was just on my heart today, because I feel like today, well, I'm not posting this today, but this morning for me, I woke up kind of thinking like that, I guess. And it was like, and sometimes when it comes to being a new person or doing something new and being that, you know, like, and being committed to it, some days it's like you're just so busy doing it, you don't even really stop to realize, like, oh wait, I came so far, oh wait, I really am a new person, oh wait, like I'm really not that person from a month ago. Sometimes it be like that, like I'm really not that person from a month ago. Like damn, like I'm really that girl. Like I'm really a whole new woman. Like I'm really, and especially me personally, and for other women out there, like to grow into your womanhood is honestly such a blessing. I never really heard nobody talk about it, but to grow into your own woman is so beautiful, and it's such a blessing, and it's so magical. So even for me this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm really woman, like wow. So give yourself time and space to like sit and for real bask in that, your own type of joy, your own type of happiness, and your own type of pride for yourself. I just feel like that's important, and I want to share that. So yeah, you know, it's hard changing, it's hard being new, it's hard being vulnerable, it's hard acknowledging pain, it's hard acknowledging your own mistakes and taking accountability. Like all that shit is fucking hard, but if you're doing it, you're doing it. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching again and for sharing your time with me. Let me know any topics or videos you guys want me to make, any shows you want me to watch, music videos, music albums, discussions. I'm here, and I love you guys. Continue being safe this summer and hydrated. Please, y'all, be hydrated and be responsible as you drinking and out with your friends and outside and all that shit and shaking ass. Just be responsible, be safe. Don't leave your friends alone. Guys or girls, do not leave your friends alone. So yeah, love y'all. Bye.